Alright y'all, the rapper Cassidy broke the oath and most people don't know why. He got signed to Rough Riders in 1998 by freestyling for Swiss Beats' father.
So we go up to New York and we meet up with TD, who ended up being our manager, and who's actually Swiss' father. So our manager was actually Swiss' father. But at the time, like, he didn't even mention the fact that he was Swiss' father or anything like that. I probably still wouldn't believe it.
After being signed to Rough Riders, Cassidy made his debut on the Rough Riders Volume 2 soundtrack.
I heat to squeeze, that'll make your face smell like pizza cheese. You need to leave.
After Cassidy proved himself, Swiss Beats and Jay-Z agreed that he needed to battle. They set up the infamous battle against Freeway.
And screw you cats that's in the rap business. Keep my name out your mouth, for you get smacked in it.
Put a beat on.
Straight raw, man.
You can't put a beat on?
Straight raw.
Put a beat on. I want to spit over a track.
By this time, Cassidy was on his way up. He signed a record deal with Full Service Swiss Beats label and J Record. They released his debut single Hotel featuring R. Kelly, which went on to make number 10 on the Billboard Top 100 chart.
Checking out 6 in the morning.
After having mainstream success, Cassidy then hit the streets with another hit record, I'm a Hustler.
You a hustler, I can with your homie, you spend a couple bucks, I stay in touch with your homie.
Although I'm a Hustler sold millions of records, Cassidy felt betrayed by Swiss Beats. Jay-Z would go on the radio making a public statement saying that if anybody used his verse, he was coming for 700%.
Yeah, I put my verse on your records, I want 700%. I'm coming in for 700%. Now I put my verse on your records, alright? Yeah, young.
Cassidy confirmed that with all his hard work that didn't pay off, he made no money off that single.
That's the reason why I was a little frustrated, because I'm not necessarily sure it was him or not, but you know, it was a couple TV shows like on HBO and things like that that wanted to use the music for the intro of the show. Allen Iverson wanted to use it for one of his basketball commercials. But because we had to get clearance from him, we had to clear with his production company ahead of time before we could use the songs. And that's why you never heard the songs in none of them situations, because his production company wouldn't allow us to use it. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it was a f***ed up situation, and I'm not sure if he knew about it or if he wanted some more chicken. I don't know how this go. It would have just been better for me. I mean, he already getting money, he already on top of the world, so it would have just been better for me. But it was hard to do it because you did have to clear him, because we did sample his voice from an actual record that he did.
After realizing that the rap game was shady, Cassidy had to pay the ultimate price. In 2006, Cassidy was convicted of an involuntary manslaughter. The story goes, a person came to Cassidy's house looking for A.R. Ab. Cassidy told them where A.R. Ab was, and A.R. Ab blew the guy's brains out all over Cassidy's kitchen floor.
Come around back crazy, yo, man, both through my door, man. Got a gun and all that stuff. Like, yeah, give me a gun. You want me to go? I go that way. I said, no, I told him to come back here. I mean, just like good thing for y'all to shoot out. What? So you playing with my life, man. I didn't even have another uppercut in the mouth, but I see him coming in. I get past him. Because you know I'm out there for murder.
After realizing that people in the industry were shady, Cassidy then signed to Carmelo Anthony. But when he released his album on Carmelo Anthony's record label, the album flopped. He sold 5,200 copies the first week. After being frustrated with the music business, Cassidy then exposed the inner dealings that go on.
The only reason why you probably hearing them on the radio a lot and seeing their video a lot is because they got like little weird situations with I don't know if it's like a homosexual situation, some believing in the devil type situation, some going against the grain situation. Be doing any and everything they gotta do to get in position. I'm not willing to do that, so you might not hear me on the radio as much, but I respect myself and I get respect in the streets. That's why I go anywhere I want to go. I just came back from Iraq, Kuwait, Moscow, Krasnodar. Anywhere I want to go, that's where I go, and I get respect because the type of I am. You know what I'm saying? These they might be on the radio a lot, you might see their video a lot, but they don't get no respect, and when they come out in the streets, they be petrified. I don't want to live that type of lifestyle, and I don't want to be that type of So I'ma grind from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? It might take me a little bit longer. It might be a lot more work. I might not win awards and be on these videos and all that from the beginning. But at the end of the day, when I get there, I'ma feel comfortable about it and ain't nobody gonna be able to take it from me. That's the way it really go. The Wayne do rap been grinding from the ground up. He ain't been doing all that little shit doing and try to get in position either. You know what I'm saying? We grinding from the muscle. That's how we do it, and that's how you supposed to do it. So everybody that's listening, that's an artist, that's trying to get in the game, that's trying to do their thing. The game is getting smaller now because of the internet. It's the opportunity for the world to get music instantly, without no distribution company, without no record label, without no CEO or no A&R. Like, the game getting smaller, it's an easier opportunity for people music to get heard. So y'all can follow the same formula, be real and do it the real way, opposed to doing it the fake way like these dudes do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real
rap.
In the beginning, when you first signing them contracts and they investing in you and you got radio budgets and you go from being a hood to being a celebrity and everybody know you, there's so much going on that you blinded to the fact that the paperwork and the contracts and the situation ain't right. You just so excited to be in the predicament you in. But after you in that predicament for a minute, you in that situation, you know what it's like to be a star, you comfortable with it, then you start wanting to know where my money at. And once they start letting you know that you don't got no money coming in and you actually owe us money, then that's when you start asking questions. You start asking managers, lawyers, it start getting weird. And I've seen it a million times. I just know stuff like that be happening. So, you know what I mean? I definitely spoke about that, not just with me, but with all of these rappers. I be trying to let them know that those are the type of things that come along with the game. And they will invest in you in the beginning, especially when you coming in off the strength of somebody. Like, if it's somebody signing you, like, you got somebody vouching for you that they already doing business with and making a lot of money with. You can get an issue, like, you know what I'm saying, support, and it seems like it's super lit, but after a while you got to figure out how to do that on your own. And once they take the support from behind you, you still got to show up the same way, and that's difficult to do, especially if you ain't been learning that whole time. So that's why after a few albums you see a bunch of artists, no matter how much albums they sold, or how many times you heard them on the radio, or how big you thought they was, you still see people going through these same situations, because that's how the game's set up for it to be. And if it wasn't set up like that, then these artists and these creatives would get so big and so financially stable that they wouldn't need these majors no more. So why would the labels want to set it up for them to get eliminated? They want to set it up for them to be there and they kids and they kids' kids, and they that hold down for generations to come. So in order to do that, you got to set it up like how it's set up. Now, most of the time, it's always going to be like that. They always going to find the way that you in the red and you owe money. The money that's spending out, the money that you spending is like, you're not even aware of the money that's getting spent. So they'll let you know and show you the paperwork and show you the receipts of the money that's been spent. But you didn't know. It's not like you had to approve of it or they had a meeting or asked you how the money was being spent. They just do it and then let you know how they spent it. And the way they make you pay back money is not fair. It's not like on the streets, like, you know what I'm saying, you give somebody a pack, they grind a plaque, they get this, and you get this. It's not like that. It's like complicated with how you got to pay them back. And that's the reason why people stay in the red no matter how much record you sell. People not aware that the more records you sell, the more money have to be invested into you. So now we got the digital sales, but even back in the day, if you wanted to sell 1 million records, you had to get 1 million records printed up. So if my record was costing $2.50 to get printed up for one record, then I needed 2.5 million copies. I mean, $2.5 million to get 1 million copies printed up. I need $2.5 million. So in order to go platinum, I would need 2.5 million just to invest in albums alone. Not to include recording budgets, not to include my features.
Since this interview dropped, the mainstream media stopped rocking with Cassidy. He went on to try to call the Illuminati back, but they didn't answer him.
Ready to get this grinding up, so Illuminati need to sign me up.
He would go on to become a battle rapper and left the music industry alone. Let me know what y'all think. Do you think Cassidy broke the oath? Leave your comments below.